Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome. There we go, default. Oh boy. Hello and welcome to my stream. This is Creative Craving. Okay, controller's working, great. So we're gonna continue on the main bus a little bit. I did have some more progress to show you. I did this on stream, but then my stream disappeared, so don't know what happened to that. But you might have missed this. Anyway, I probably need to redo this. Yeah, I'll do that later though. Right now we're just going to make a little more progress. And you can see here we've got the, I don't know if you've gotten a chance to see this or not, but you can see here I've got rubber and plastic all set up. This is all coming from the oil field via train. So that's exciting. And we might get a chance to go look at that. I don't have a lot of time this morning, so I'm going to try to just get some stuff done, make it a little bit exciting, and then get out of here, because there's just not much time. Oh, zoop, 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 zoop. Come on, John. Zoop mode, there we go. Okay. Now we're gonna make some progress on this morning. Hey, this is gonna be an interesting test. Like, how much can I get done quickly if I really put my mind to it? That'll be an interesting test. Yeah. So I heard about something kind of crazy this morning. This was over on Steve Leto's channel. But apparently, he was checking out a news article. Apparently, in Massachusetts, the public defenders are on strike. I don't know if it's for like the whole state or a specific area, but they're on strike and they're asking for a 54% pay increase. And who knows what they were getting paid before? But the state's obviously got to find the money somewhere. So that's assuming they agreed to it. So yeah, that'll be an interesting one to work out. I think it's kind of cool though. Like something not to worry about. You know, you might worry and think, hey, you know. What about all those defendants who need an attorney? Fortunately, it seems like they've got a process where the defendant's rights are protected, at least. So basically, if there is no public defender, basically the defendant gets off after, I think, 45 days or something like that. So no court case, you just go home, which is bad if they're victims. Well, I mean, the defendants are victims of the state in one sense, but like if they actually did it, then you kind of want them to go to jail. But I mean, what can you do, right? You've got to decide whether it's going to be the state harassing people or individuals. So, but yeah, I guess the real scary part is, oh, I know why this was like that. I understand now. Yeah, we're just going to end up having that be too long. It's fine. You know, truthfully, we might have just enough time, if I really focus, to sort this guy out. We might have just enough time for that. Because what I discovered is, I'll just quickly go over this. I think this is probably what we should do. We're not going to, the bus isn't going to go forward any further, but also, like, if I try to set up a new factory, I'm going to take a long time, I think. I don't think I'll have enough. I think I'll run out of time is what will happen. But if I do this, I might have just enough time to get it done. Okay, yeah, let's cover this. Let's go ahead and do this. Now, each one of these units requires 300 screws per minute, right? And I thought, well, let me have 2 or 3 of them, right? Let me just have 2 or 3 set up, and just that'd be great to have as many screws as we want. Here's the problem with that plan, though. These Mark IV belts can only handle 480 screws per minute, which means we couldn't, you know, we would need 600 per minute just for 2 of these factories, right? But we want to have more than 2. We want to have as many as we need, because honestly, rotors are something we need a lot of, and yeah, we just need a lot of rotors. So here is my plan. Here's my thinking, right? And this was a great idea, great inspiration I had just after I built it, actually. you know, screws are made from rods. And also, if you look at assemblers, they only have two ingredients, rods and screws. So really, essentially, all of this comes from one ingredient. It all comes from rods. So if I set up the rod factory here, or sorry, if I set up the screw factory here to make screws from rods, then basically we can actually get more screws out of it. Here's the way it works. I'm not going to do the exact math because there's not a lot of time, honestly. Maybe, yeah, I'm not going to take the time for that. But basically, like you can see, 10 rods per minute makes 40 screws per minute. Maybe I have it sitting here. So basically, in order to get 100 screws per minute, we're actually going to have it's actually going to require fewer items on a belt, right? Because we're gonna pull in rods instead of pulling in screws directly. So we're not going to pull in the intermediate product. Basically, we're just going to pull in the rods, and then we just need to make a ton of rods, right? If we get 480 rods, well, yeah, let's put it this way: if we had 480 rods, it's a 4-to-1 ratio on making screws. Yeah, let's do the calculation real quick. This will be beneficial. So let's just say 400 rods. So you can see here we need 5 rods per minute here, and we need. Oh, sorry, we need 20 per minute, and we need 100 screws per minute. Well, 100 screws per minute is like 25 rods per minute, right? So then if we just change it from screws to rods, that means this thing will take 45 rods per minute, right? Including the rods that are used to make screws. So it'll consume ultimately 45 rods per minute, which is lower than the 120 items per minute we're consuming now. So it's like less than half. So that means we can, you know, with a Mark IV belt, we can pull enough rods to do more than double as many factories, as many blueprints here, and get more than double the amount of rotors, even without upgrading to Mark V belts, right, or whatever. So the most efficient way to do this actually is to make the screws for the rotors in place. Make them right here. And we also, you know, when we go to make stators, we should also do the same calculation and see if it works out the same way or not. I kind of want to see. I want to check real quick while we're here. I mean, we might not get this done, right? All we might accomplish today would be talking. Like, that'd be fine. It's just going to be a short stream. So here, we need wire and we need steel pipes. It's not really the same. You know, with rotors, we have the luck that everything's made from rods, but here we need steel pipes and we need wires. But also, we don't need 100 of anything. So with steel pipes, let's see. Oh, whoops. With steel pipes, it's not near as bad. Rotors. There we go. Okay. So let's just go ahead and get started on this. I know, like, I'm pretty sure we're not going to finish today. What I am going to do first, though, is get rid of this. Okay. Let it do what it's doing, I guess. I'm not ready to move those guys yet, I don't think. No, I am. Here's what I'm going to do. Okay. Blueprint mode. Let's pull this blueprint. Sample it. Oh, we're missing some iron plates. Okay, well, let's go get those. That's important. Excuse me. Okie dokie. Woo! Okay. So, it's kind of surprised. It just feels awkward to run out of iron plates. Anyway, I'm just not used to that happening because I keep so many of them on me. All right. Woo! Oops, Daisy, that was plumb the wrong move. Oops. Okay, blueprint mode, sample. I'm really hoping it'll copy the recipe from the blueprint, but I don't have my hopes very high. All right, so I want to be careful how I set this up the first time is not the right way. Yes, even though we're on a time limit, I want to be particular. Now, it was interesting because I set this up like this, and you can see it's right on the line here, which was cool, but it doesn't really jive with the rest of the factory. Like this, you can see is out of order. It's just not the way it's supposed to be. What I want it to be set up like this, right? This is how it should be. Oh, you know, it's a little bit off. It should be down more. So, yeah. But this should be lined up right there. Okay, that's what I'm checking out. Yeah, and you can see it's not right at the moment. Yeah, we're gonna have it like that. Let's see. I can see why that ended up happening. Okay, let's pull it over here. Great. Yes, the fact that these two are lined up is good. It's a good sign. And I think, you know, oh, yeah, that would be, yeah, okay, this is the right way to do it. I don't know why this comes out this far. Like, I don't know why the line is out here, because there's not a single item I can see here that's... I don't know why it's like that. It's a mystery. But this looks right to me. There we go. Now let's see what recipe's in there. Of course it's wrong. Okay, so basically when I sample a blueprint, it's sampling the original blueprint. It's not, or the original recipe. Copy. Oopsie daisy. Put that away. Don't shoot them up. Oh, okay, rotors, great. Now then, we can get rid of this one. And truth be told, we can get rid of the other. Oh, you know, I probably should have left that one because it was, come on. It was the one that was, doing okay, okay. Come on now. Okay. It was the one that was lined up properly. But, oh well. Here's what we're gonna do. I think for our purposes, we're not gonna use screws here. We're gonna save the screws for other builds where we don't need as many. You know, like onesie-twosie kind of things. But, let's go ahead and do that one. Right, screws. Okay, and this one is set up differently, actually. It's not the same. That's because this one is not using assemblers, it's using constructors. Okay, that's why. I'm gonna just try putting it here and see what that looks like. Perfect, okay, good. This is fine. Yeah, we got, okay, great. This is fine, this is great. That's how screws need to go. Now what's this? Oh, yeah. Blueprint. You can see there's some stuff. I upgraded some of the stuff in the blueprint because I just wanted to be sure. So you can see that's kind of affecting it. Great. Oh. Blueprint mode, sample, screws. There we go. Okay. Now then. It does make sense to have some space between them. Do we have room for that? We don't. Okay, we might take that second one and just move it a little bit. See how we do here. I don't like them being so close together, but I can't think of a reason why it doesn't work. So I might just leave them like that. Because, yeah. I can't think of a reason it doesn't work. Okay. Let's do it. Oh, you know what? Doing it while there's a chance of me getting stuck inside? Probably not my best decision. Beautiful. Now, all we need now is get rid of all this. Honestly, there's going to be a lot of that. Boom. And we're going to put one here. Let's see. Oh, I don't want a merger, I want a splitter. Yep, like that. On that line. There, perfect. That's what I want. Let's use Mark IVs. Can't think of a reason not to, so that's what we're using. Alright, I don't know why it's talking about a clearance issue, but I do know that I want to use straight mode. If it'll let me. It will, and there's no clearance issue now. Great. Okay. Now then. That's good to go. Let's go. Boom. Boom. Come on. Boom. Okay. You know how many times I've made that connection again and again? Oh boy. All right, so we're making those. We're gonna go ahead and make these. This is much better, right? Because we've got a hope of things working out now. We've got... Yeah, this is a good sign. Okay. Okay. And these line up. Perfect. Wait. There we go. Boom. So yeah, I think that public defender case, that's going to be... I'm interested to see how that works out. I just haven't seen anything like that. I'm sure it's happened in my lifetime. I just haven't noticed before. But that's going to be an interesting thing. Okay, we are making screws, in fact. Right. The thing that's coming out is screws. Now, here's the interesting bit. We're going to have screws coming in from these two areas. And then we're also going to need to bring in... You know what? We need more space. We don't have enough space for this. We need at least two here, but let's give the same amount of space we had before. Because we're going to actually need more, not less. Yeah, at least two blue ones. Okay. Let's think about it. Look how much space there is here. So much space. Alrighty, well. At least two blue ones. Customizer. Is it swatch 17? I think so. Quite honestly, I almost wanted you to do 3 of them this time. Oops, okay, let's not. You know, it's kind of curious. I wonder how this is going to pan out. Like, I'm grateful that it doesn't directly affect me. I don't want to say too much along those lines, but like I'm grateful for that. I don't know. I can't imagine what it'd be like to be in Massachusetts right now, wondering about. I mean, I guess I can't imagine that it could be pretty awful to be wondering, you know, what's going to happen to your city while you're going to move that, or to your state while your prisoners are going free. You know, while they've been arrested. Some of them might have done something, you know, like you can't say they're all innocent. All right, let's copy screws. Sample. Oh, that's not going to work at all because it's not even assemblers. Those are constructors. Let's copy this like we did last time. Keep it simple. Okay, so the edge is right here. That's the first thing. Okay. That's wrong. Like that. Yeah, that's even. Okay, that puts this in the middle. I don't really like that arrangement. But it's even. I could do it this way. That's also even. I like that better. That's how we're gonna do it. We're gonna have at least 2 of these guys, by the way. At least 2. Okay, and I don't really see that we need space between them beyond... Let's see. That's it. All right. Now, we need to pull in both screws and iron rods. And we're going to pull in iron rods the same way. They're going to come from here. We might not get that done today. I was thinking about taking these iron rods and just looping them through, but that doesn't make sense. That would just be a lot more hassle for a one-off. So these guys, I'm just gonna have them go through as a, yeah. Now here's the question though. Will one of these, I didn't even think about it, will one of these constructor factory things actually produce enough screws for at least one of these guys, right? So let's see, how many screws are we gonna need here? We're gonna need 100 per minute for each one of these, so that's 300 per minute for a lot of them. Copy. Okay. Paste, paste. We need to make sure to touch each one. Like, it doesn't really, I wish when you're, oh, hello. It'd be very nice when you were copying and pasting if it would tell you, if it would like make it glow or something to let you know which one you were pasting to. Paste, paste. Like, you have to look at the cursor, which is fine. Like, you can tell which one, but I just wish you'd have that little extra bit of confirmation. It'd be nice. All right, well, here's one thing I know for sure. I know we're gonna have two, there we go. I know we're gonna have two. Let's see. Come on. There we go. Yes. We're gonna have 2 rows of them, and I know they're gonna be lined up like that. So I know that much. Because that has to be so. Well, yeah, has to be so. Okay, now. I also know we're gonna be doing this. Okay. Wait a minute, did I? Okay, those are going the right way, right? Oh, okay, I saw these green arrows here, and I thought it was on the other side. Okay, that was just confusing me. Great. Okay, my time is probably almost up. What time is it? Yep, we have got 10 more minutes, so this is, like I said, going to be a short stream, but at least we got something, sort of accomplished. All right, I'm probably going to make these go another way. I'm going to make it come in through here. You know what I could do? Okay, wait a minute. Let's think hard about it. Okay, we're making 40 per minute for each one of these. That's 160 per minute total. Now, what that means is that's less than enough. We actually need 3 of these. Well, we need, okay, so 2 of these will give us 320, right? Yeah, 160 times 2, 320. So 2 of these, we need 2 of these for each one of those. So that means these 2, whoops, no. There we go, belt mode. These 2 need to go together. We go together. Okay. I'm gonna put this on the bottom, because I think that'll just be easy enough. There we go. And then, will that work? Apparently not. It won't let me... Oh, because that's a splitter, that's why. We need a merger. Merger. Great. Okay. Can those connect? Yes. Great. I don't understand. Oh, yeah, that's why. Okay. Now I understand. Okay. See how it goes. Perfect. All right. There we go. Now that's giving us, at this point, 320. A Mark IV belt can carry that. So we're going to be fine. What's going to end up happening is 300 per minute is going to go in here, and then 20 per minute is going to go that way. That's what's going to happen. All right, now let's go ahead and upgrade these. Whoops. Upgrade. All the ones that have screws need upgrades. There we go. Probably should upgrade all of them, but that's just for sanity's sake, but that's not what we're going to do right at the moment. Now, we got that going on. It turns out we don't have enough coming in for this other one. which we can fix later. I think having enough for one is fine. We just need to remember that this has got to be doubled. And we can do the exact same thing for the other one, except they've got to travel further. Well, we could, I don't know, we'll figure it out. We can sort of do the same. Yeah. We might need 2 mergers to make it happen, but we'll be fine. And ultimately, that'll be like 340 that are pulled into there. Okay, the next thing I need to do, let's just get this one up and running, right? Let's copy this design, let's duplicate it. Now the lucky thing here, oh, those are separate. Yeah, this is where I want to do it, right? From there to there, okay. Oh, and I need the blue to come all the way down. That makes life easier. I really need to make sure there's the right color, okay. If it's not, I'm gonna be sad. Matches, great. Okay. Need to come down here just so I can have a good reference as to what I'm doing. All right. Now then, here's the rods, right? Yes. So do the same deal here that we did there. And I got a lot better at this last time, so behold. That should be lined up, right? No, yeah, that's lined up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And in the center, what do we do? We just got one of those guys sitting there, and we only need one. We don't need 2 of them. Splitter. It does need to line up with those guys, so yeah. Okay. How far can we go? Okay, it's not going to go that far. That's kind of expectable. Let's use the same line, right? Perfect. We might actually get this done. We might just get this done. Now then, this is going to go to level 2. Oops. What did we just do? Oh gosh, don't want to think about it. Glad there was nothing, like there were no rods coming through, which was nice. Boom. We're cheating a little bit there. But like, I kind of feel like these guys were designed to allow a belt to go over them. Like it just looks like it fits. Right, it just works. So I'm fine with that. Now. Oh, it's the second one. Okay, yeah, this is too low. Do a second one. We'll fix it from here to there. That was easy. Now then. Boom. Don't understand why that's saying there's going to be clipping. I also have no idea why this wouldn't work. The reason is because that's the wrong way. Why can't it just be facing the same way? Sorry, I know there's a setting you can configure for that, so maybe there's something I could do better, but it's kind of annoying. Okay. And I messed with the default setting, so it's probably my fault. There. Boom. Okay, boom. Is that connected? It is, but you really can't see it very well. Why am I not seeing this go through? It's probably because that's not connected. Because you have to build the splitter before yeah. You have to build the splitter before you build the whatchamacallit. There we go, yes, perfect. Now I'm betting we're gonna run out of iron rods, because I don't think we make them that quick. Because we need them here, but that's a problem we can sort out later. I think making more rods is a much easier challenge than making enough screws. So, I think that means this is good to go. We just need power, right? Oh, no, it's not quite good to go. Hang on. Boom. And, oh yeah, this is not good. Well, this one we're leaving alone, right? Because that one's not ready. Okay, so we're good to go. Just need some power. Okay. Perfect, yes. Okay. Okay. Interesting that this is, Now, it's interesting here that it's going so slow, right? This is a Mark II belt, which should be able to do 120. I'm suspicious of this. I'm going to change these to all the Mark IVs. I don't feel like doing the math to figure out what's right. I'm going to do it over here, too. Because that's a little suspicious. There we go. I think maybe I did the math wrong the first time when I was trying to figure out the smallest belt, or the lowest belt tier I could use for those. Okay. So it's about time for me to go. I think I can put it off for a little bit longer. Let's see how we're doing here. Okay, the rotors are coming out. All right, so this is set up. We're good to go. And yeah, I need to come back later and do the rest of the whatchamacallit, rest of the main bus. But overall, this is looking really good. Looking spectacular. So yeah, that's that. It's starting to look good. Oh, another thing I need to do is take the, sort of. What I want to do is take this blue one and get rid of it, right? But not yet. And the reason is, when I built this, I was saying on stream, and I don't think you guys were around to hear it, but like I want this to remain as an example of how to do things. And it took me a good half hour, I think, to sort this out. It might have only been 20 minutes, but it was still a significant amount of time to sort out how I wanted this to happen, right? So I need to leave this around until I use it for real. Because this is the way. Like, in fact, I don't think I'm gonna delete any of this, right? And when I'm ready to use it for real, and I do use it for real, then I'll just come and delete this one as unnecessary. But right now, it's necessary as an example, as a pattern for me to follow. So, yeah. I mean, and there's nothing more gorgeous than this, right? Like, that's just a beautiful belt right there. Oh, yeah. So, that's that. Yeah. Well, you know, Creative Craving, getting ready to run off, start my morning. But y'all hang around, check out my other streams, and subscribe if you want to see more. Bye-bye.